morning, and of course, I'm not even supposed to be here. You know that one person that's so easygoing and doesn't really care if they work? Because, really, it's just a job. And when they're at work, they're not really working. They're just kind of in autopilot. Hands moving, feet moving, mouth moving, but no recollection of how or why the words are coming out. Just a script. The same script every night, but it's not too bad because there's a wad of cash in a pocket that wasn't there before. Well, I guess you could say I'm that person. And it's one of those nights when another person, a worker who is the opposite of me, who doesn't care about work and never makes money at work because they don't care and they don't know how to not care and not show it, calls me up and asks me to cover a crappy overnight shift at the 24-hour restaurant. So I'm here, and I'm working with Danny, which is fine, but it's definitely a love-hate relationship. Today it's okay, which is supposedly somewhere between love and hate. He's just been promoted to lead server, which is basically a manager, and now everything has changed. He's so much more serious, especially about side work and cleaning, and it's hard to take a guy serious about these things when you work in a place where there's a sign on the toilet that reminds you to jiggle it for a full 10 seconds so all the poop goes down the drain. But here we are with one cook, Eddie, a dishwasher, Ricky, and about 8 tables of customers. Hey, the special tonight is fried chicken with biscuit and cream corn, Eddie bellows from the kitchen. He's moving at light speed, having food orders ready before I can even drop the drinks to the table. And yes, there is a special at 3 in the morning. There's a special every shift. And so for late night, it's always fried chicken. And they don't hesitate to unload that awful cream corn on all the club kids. And when I drop the food, the customers always comment on how fast it came out of the kitchen. That was fast. They say, yep, that's how we do it here, I reply. The truth is, it isn't how we do it here. Now, if you don't already know this, there is something way more powerful than anything you know that fuels the restaurants of San Francisco. It's not perks or money or even alcohol. It's drugs. Yep. Lots of drugs. Cocaine, to be exact. That's right, friends. That nice joint you took your significant other to on Valentine's Day, you can thank drugs for the memorable evening. That 5-star place you took your parents to and they commented on how fast and precise everything was. Drugs. The reason that same restaurant made it into the Chronicle with an excellent food and service review? Drugs. Drugs. Or rather, people on drugs are to thank for all of your speedy, precise customer service. The fact of the matter is that working as a chef or cook in this city is like indentured servitude. Sometimes their shifts are 18 hours straight with no break in a very hot kitchen with anywhere from 3 to 10 other sweaty guys, usually on drugs, a line of customers out the door, and some manager or server or dude yelling at them to keep going, do it faster. Cocaine. It's the most popular drug of choice on the line, and at my restaurant, it's Eddie who is using and dealing to the other guys at work. It's a good cover of being a cook and a piece of crap. A guy who never really says much, even when he's on drugs. A guy who's the dealer with a heart of gold. He'll sell to you for cheap because you're his friend, or a cousin, or somebody that will help him out down the road, and really, it's all just business. Good business. Hey, Eddie, you got that fried chicken special for me? Danny asks. It's ready, he yells. Danny takes the plate, drops it to a table of 2 club kids, one of them still in the bathroom. Ah, shit, the phone's ringing. Can you get it, Annie? Danny whines. Sure, I reply. I walk over, pick up the phone. Thanks for calling. What the fuck do you want? Thanks for calling. What the fuck do you want? Hey, Annie! This totally wasted voice chimes into the phone. Andy, you shit. Are you drunk? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Thanks a lot, you douche Bigelow. I know. I called you to cover my shift tonight, but I was telling the truth when I said it was because Megan dumped me for that one dude, you know, that kid with the fixed gear bike who's like always breakdancing at that fucking hipster bar, Gestalt. Whatever, dude. Look, I'm in pain, so I tried to take care of myself. Look, I know I owe you. I know it. What the fuck do you want, reject? I'm working. Hey, is Eddie there? Yeah, hold on. I put him on hold, head back to the kitchen, tell Eddie Andy's on the phone. Eddie comes up to the front, messy white chef smock and toothpick hanging out of his mouth. He picks up the phone, and all I hear is Eddie saying, No más! No más! I told you no más! No lo tengo! No lo tengo! Okay, fine. Then Eddie slams the phone down and heads back to the kitchen, jittery, pissed off, on the verge of freaking out. Hey! Comes the drunken chime again. It's Andy. How the fuck did he get here so fast? I was calling you from across the street. He says, smiling like one of those fucked up circus statues from the thrift store. They live at 17th and Mission, by the way. The fucked up circus statues. He gives me a hug, heads to the kitchen. The club kids are giggling at their table. I hope they are fun ecstasy giggles and not meth giggles. The former are easier to deal with than the latter. Hey, Eddie, Andy yells from across the restaurant. Eddie sees him and with one large bare paw of a hand, motions Andy to come into his office. Headed to the kitchen, Annie, be right back. I check on the tables, they're all fine, even the table of 6, who've ordered nothing but water, 10 pieces of bacon, and a side of ranch dressing. Annie, yells Ricky. I come to the kitchen. ¿Qué pasa? Mira, muchos problemas en la cocina. I go into the fry area where Andy and Eddie are clearly having a communication problem. No lo tengo, Andy. No más, no más. Eddie's yelling. Annie, I think Eddie doesn't get what I'm saying. Andy begins. I don't need more Coke. I just need the Coke that I already bought but accidentally left here in the kitchen. Fuck you guys. No más, Eddie keeps yelling, his arms waving like 2 serpents with their tails cut off. Jose, says Andy, no es necesita. Donde está mi coca? Eddie finally... Eddie finally storms out of the kitchen to the back near the walk-in freezer. He's pulling containers down, sifting through ingredients. He's bending down, then getting up, scouring the messy dishwasher and prep area. And then a very panicked look falls over his face. Maíz, he says, the toothpick falling out of his mouth. Maize? Andy says. Maíz, I say. Holy shit, dude, look at that! I hear one of the club kids from Danny's table bellow. I run out to the table to find what I feared. The club kid, holding a tiny bag of Coke with his dirty thumb and index finger. Are you serious? The other kid says, as if they've won the lottery. Hey, guys, I quickly cut in. Look, I have no explanation for this. At all. But I will comp all of your food, even give you free desserts, if you just give me back that cream corn from your fried chicken special. The club kids think it over. I don't know, the kid holding back. Can't we just pay for this? Is how motherfuckers in San Francisco bargain. Can't we just pay for our food and keep it? I can't do that, I stammer. Please, can we just forget this whole thing? I take the plate and with my best smile, bat my eyelashes. I'll lose my job, I begin, and I'm working here to take care of a sick friend, I lie. Plus, that bag belongs to somebody who will totally come after the person who took it. And since I can't lie, I keep lying. I'd have to tell the guys it was you 2. Guys, they ask, a little worried. Yeah, guys. Plural. More than 1. More than 3, even. See, that little bag is really for an important friend of theirs, and they're on their way to pick it up right now. Sorry it landed in your cream corn. Guess they thought it would be a good hiding place and forgot that tonight was the fried chicken special. I look towards the kitchen where Eddie has clearly broken into a sweat. Ricky is washing the same plate 3 times. And Andy, he's just staring at the whole scene like he's watching the World Cup, waiting to see if the ball crosses the goal line. Look, man, I can't go through last weekend again. Give it back to her, the club kid says to me. That was just one time, bro, the other one said. Trust me, no fucking way, man. I'm not getting my ass beat again for you, man. Not at the end of, not anywhere. All right, the other says. Here you go, miss. Thanks anyway. He drops the baggie onto the plate of fried chicken I'm holding, gives me $10 and helps himself to a piece of key lime pie from the dessert case. I walk back towards the kitchen, give the bag dripping with cream corn to Andy and tell him, dude, you owe me. Now get out of my face and eat a bag of dicks. Andy takes the bag and heads out the back door. Eddie wipes the sweat from his brow, turns back to the burgers burning on the hot surface behind him. I toss the fried chicken special into the compost. It is San Francisco after all. Hey, you okay down here? Did I miss anything? Danny says. No. I need you to comp these guys their fried chicken dinner. No fucking way. You know the rules. You gotta take care of it. Try selling them a dessert. No! Eddie shouts. Chicken no good. Comp! Fuck, okay, What the fuck is everybody's problem tonight? Must have been something in the cream corn, I say.